What's going on, everybody? This is Luke from South Street Sports, and as the Heat have a 2-day layover between their next game Tuesday night against the Memphis Grizzlies, I'm going to have a more reflective episode today talking about what type of impact Trevor Ariza has had in his 9 games as a Miami Heat player, and also going over what type of impacts he will likely have for the remainder of the season leading into the playoffs. I'm also going to talk about if Nemanja Bjelica could be the answer for the Heat at the backup center position. This has been a position of need for the Heat for pretty much the entire season, and if Nemanja Bjelica could surprisingly fill this role, it would be a huge plus for the Heat. Now, first getting into Trevor Ariza, he's really just surpassed my initial expectations I've had for him. I thought it would take him some time to get accustomed to the NBA again, as before his current stint with the Heat, he had not played in over a year, which is very crazy to think about. His offensive production has increased over the past few games. In his last game against the Cavs, he had his most efficient night, shooting 5 for 9 from the field and 4 for 8 from the three-point line, finishing the game with 15 points. Now, as time moves on, I think we'll see more games like that from Ariza on the offensive side of the ball. I think he'll get more accustomed within the Heat's offense, and he will continue to get his legs into his shot more. As we saw in his first few games, a lot of his shots were short, which obviously could be attributed to that he has not played a game in over a year. So that's enough about what Trevor Ariza has brought on the offensive end. I am way more excited to talk about what he's brought and what he will continue to bring on the defensive end. He has shown that he is a very high IQ defender. He takes a lot of calculated risks in that he knows when to jump passing lanes, he knows when to go for steals, but he also knows when to stay solid, when to stay disciplined. And I think that's a huge plus in the Heat's current defense. Now, he has shown that he can guard the 1 through 5 positions. He's really good at switching on to guards. He uses his length very well. He's looked very active initially. Like I've said, he hasn't played in over a year. I thought that would take some time. I thought he would look out of breath more. I thought he would look out of gas. But he's like, whenever he's in the game, the defensive pressure just increases, and it's really looking like Trevor Ariza will be that starting power forward for the remainder of the season. Now, with the upcoming buyout market deadline, this upcoming Thursday, I believe, the Heat have been in constant rumors and have shown interest in a lot of buyout market centers such as DeMarcus Cousins, Dwayne Dedmon, who I've frequently voiced my support for. I wouldn't be surprised if they've also been interested in Khem Birch, Mike Muscala. I'm sure they would be interested in Marc Gasol if he's bought out by the Lakers. But it's looking like the Heat might have their answer on their team right now, with Nemanja Bjelica really stepping in over the past couple of games and showing that he can actually be a very capable backup center to Bam Adebayo. Now, over the last 2 games, his minutes have increased to about 21 minutes a game, so he's really received this opportunity to step in and fill that backup center role. He's averaged 9 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists to go along with about half a steal a game over the last 2 games, while shooting 44% from the field. He starts to look very comfortable within the offense. I think he's starting to fill that Kelly O role offensively, and that he's been able to space the floor. He creates driving lanes for Victor Oladipo, Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, with the spacing that he provides. Now, defensively, he was expected to be a major liability, but he really hasn't looked that bad as a rim protector. Bigs have struggled to score on him. He is a big body. He's thick, to put it into better terms. He's a thick player. He's still, when he switched onto guards on the perimeter, I still hold my breath. He's slow. Some of that's contributed to his thickness, but he's not the quickest guy. He's not the fastest guy. His change of direction is not the most explosive, so you will not expect Bjelica to switch onto guards and to just play multiple positions defensively, such as a Bam Adebayo, Trevor Ariza would, or even a Precious Achiuwa would. But what he does bring is a solid presence guarding the rim, which has been a problem for the Heat in the past, and will be a problem as the Heat play bigger lineups from the Los Angeles Lakers and from even the Brooklyn Nets, as they added Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, as they have Nick Claxton. So when the Heat play these bigger teams, they will need those bigger bodies protecting the rim, and Bjelica might be able to provide this and provide solid rotational minutes come playoff time. I think the biggest thing that the Heat are expecting from whether it's Bjelica or whichever backup center they acquire in the buyout market is just consistency. The biggest reason why they moved on from Kelly Olynyk was just that is inconsistent play. I mean, there would be some nights where Kelly Olynyk would put up 25 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and there would be other nights where he would shoot 0 for 7 from the three-point line. Come playoff time, you cannot have this up and down play that you got from Kelly Olynyk. I think Bjelica could be a steadier force in this role that he looks like he might end up playing. I think that the Heat, if they do roll with Bjelica, could give him around 15 to 20 minutes per game, and we could see a lot more Bjelica than initially expected come playoff time. So that's going to be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed today's video and if you enjoyed content like this, please be so generous as to like and subscribe. We are on the way to 100 subscribers, so your support would mean so much. Comment down below your thoughts on Trevor Ariza's performance thus far, and just give your opinion on if you like Nemanja Bjelica assuming this backup center role. I support it, but if you don't, go ahead and tell me why, and I would love to have an honest dialogue with you guys. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.